In the Measure module, once you've set up your data acquisition settings, you're ready to start measuring. You don't have to do anything special to start measuring. The DAC is already waiting for a trigger once the DAC status is connected. If you don't want to trigger the hammer, you can always click here to pause the measurement. And you'll see the status change to paused. Click again to resume the measurement. Anytime you connect to the DAC or reconnect your cables, you should click here to auto-zero the channels. Right-clicking in the hardware card, we can also customize this view. The excitation highlighted here is the one that's ready to be impacted. And as you click through different excitations, they're automatically focused on in the 3D viewer. If you don't want the camera view to change, you can right-click to lock the camera view. And again to unlock it. We can also go to a specific excitation by selecting it in the 3D viewer. So let's do a few impacts. Each individual impact gets added to the list of measurements with a sequential number. If we hover over it, we see the time and date when it was collected. You can click these buttons to enable or disable an individual impact, or use the spacebar to toggle it on and off. The star can be used to mark your best impacts, and is also accessed by pressing S. This button deletes the impact, or you can use the delete key. To navigate through all this data, we use the up and down arrow keys to go through the different measurements, and the left and right arrow keys to go through the different channels. Pressing Enter easily takes us to the next excitation point. If we've already taken data for an excitation, we can click on the sensor to jump to that FRF. These buttons just change how the data are grouped. If we accidentally do an impact at a location different from the one that's selected, we can drag the measurement to the correct excitation. This can also be done with several measurements selected, and can also be accessed with a right-click. As you see, right-click also gives us several options for quickly deleting data. In particular, at the end of the measurement, you might want to delete all the rejected measurement data to keep the file size of your Dirac project small.